What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about some official Madden 20 news regarding all of these things that you guys are so afraid of. Okay, so pretty much what happens is EA Sports at EA Play, obviously they had Juju Smith-Schuster there, so it was kind of like, you know, out of respect for him that they had a clip ready for him because he's going to be part of your Ultimate Team experience, which I've already shown you in a previous video. So they're going to give him a little bit of hype. They're going to give him some things going on. Right now, you look at the play. I've shown you this before, but you guys had a lot of questions about it. Yo, Gmia, it looks like Madden 16 all over again. Why is this guy doing pirouettes in the air, spinning around, doing whatever he wants? I'm scared. Can I go hide? All these comments that you guys are giving me, and listen, I hear your feedback, bro. I see what you're saying, and trust me, I get scared too, dog. Like, listen, when I first saw it, I was like, yo, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And you can see right here with his double me superstar X Factor ability. I'm going to talk about his star abilities, which are part of his DNA. We're going to get to that in a second, but I'm going to bring it all back real quick. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to what exactly just happened so you guys can, like, you know, get it in your head. I want you to see it both ways. I want you to see it going forward, see it going backwards. We're going to go ahead and take it back from the beginning. Let him spin back around really, really slow. But ultimately what's happening is you can't do this every play anymore. All right? And if you do allow it to happen, that's your fault. And I'm going to explain that in a second, all right? Pretty much what happens is you give him the opportunity to get this done by allowing him to catch the ball in different instances numerous times. So if you're not playing good defense, which I will stress to you guys over and over again, if you're not playing good defense, you are going to be allowing this to happen. Now, remember, this is arcade mode, so the computer is not going to play like you would with a click on. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you click onto that and your click on is good, you should be either able to swat it down or intercept the ball. Now look, you have to allow this dude to make 30+ yard receptions. All right? Now, based on what they're saying, I don't believe that it's included with the rack. But if it is a rack catch and a dude catches a drag and runs it for 30 and he activates his superstar X Factor ability with double me, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much it's the overpowering. What has happened, I believe, is EA Sports created these mechanics, and I don't think they realized at the time of the creation how it could be overpowered in game modes such as Ultimate Team, where the players' ratings are so high and it creates a whole different atmosphere with the game. That's ultimately what I believe. Okay, they just thought, okay, OBJ made this unbelievable catch. We're going to make this guy aggressive catch. They didn't realize, like in Ultimate Team, other players are also able to get those same type of attributes, and there's no change in the way that they're going to respond to catching the ball as opposed to OBJ. So, like I said, this has been a long time coming. I think that with the way that everybody also has been using a lot of the high point aggressive catching, it's been all about the excitement of high points, aggressive, all these things that have been going on within the game. That's what's been the excitement about the game. So with all of that involved with the way that everything has been going on, it's sort of like, look, what are we going to do here? You see what I'm saying? We can't take it out of the game because realistically, like some of you guys pointed out, he actually made that catch. He actually made that catch last year. So it's not like it's fake. He realistically made that same exact catch. How do you implement it into the game and make it so that, all right, it's there, but it's not something that you could just abuse every play? I think they did a good job with this because now you have to work yourself to that point to be able to be OP. You can't just come out and do this. This is a whole different situation. So now, because you have to work it out to be able to be overpowered, guess what happens now? The first play of the game, if a dude tries to moss you, you might have a better opportunity of intercepting that ball. You see what I'm saying? They're going to have to be able to beat you in different ways. Now, we haven't been able to see how the crosser routes is going to work. We haven't been able to see as far as the other variations of the routes are going to be to kind of get you to that point where you can, you know, get those yards up to those 30-yard receptions and things like that to meet yourself to that criteria of the double me. Because obviously, I believe that Julio Jones is going to have similar traits, Michael Thomas, a lot of these other receivers, obviously DeAndre Hopkins, these have obviously OBJ, you know, that goes without saying. These players are going to have these type of X Factor abilities. Now, the way that they get open and the way that they're able to do it to you, that's up to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, guys, at the end of the day, they took away the user in 16. They brought it back a little bit in 17. You had a little opportunity in 18. 19, for the most part, you could use her. You're still going to get the ball thrown through your body, but you really didn't have that much of like a lack of being able to, you know, defend certain things. Other than the ball going through your body in 19, you were able to maneuver. The user was pretty fine. I had no issues with it. So those are the things that I really wanted to address. All right. Now, remember, these are the things that you have to understand as well. Regardless of who the receiver is, right? If you're allowing these kind of plays to happen, it's not EA's fault. Because they're blatantly telling you, like, look, this is what it is. If you allow this to happen, this is going to happen. So guess what? If you don't allow Juju Smith to go, you know, wild on you and just doing whatever he wants, he can't ever get that. Now, the slot-o-matic, you know, when he has the ability to make faster cuts, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Cross specialist. That's probably going to make a lot of you guys have heart palpitations. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just having reminiscent thoughts of the crossers. Because if you get like a couple of you guys pointed out, Gmia, what if everybody has cross specialists? You can't do that. Everybody can't have the same abilities. I think you get 3 on offense, 3 on defense. So you're gonna have to pick and choose who has certain things. So they won't have the amped up capabilities like it was in 19. Everybody can't have the same exact thing over and over and over again. So you got to pick, you know, a specific 3 on both sides of the ball, which makes it a little bit more competitive. So if you want to use it on Juju Smith-Schuster, that means you can't have it on Julio. You can't have it on OBJ and Ultimate Team. Now, if you're playing regs, these things come with the players. So we're going to have to see how it kind of works out. We're going to have to kind of, you know, decipher for ourselves how and when and how, you know, how long does it take for it to happen? Is it with the rat catch? Can you just, you know what I'm saying? Does it have to be in the air 30 yards? Those type of things. We're going to have to figure that out ourselves in order to make a determination. But ultimately, leading up to where we're going with it, as far as the aggressive catching and all your complaints and all the things that you guys are writing about in the comments, like I said, you guys asked me to address it, I'm going to address it. You guys have asked me to address a lot of other things. I'm going to get to it as soon as I can, but I'm going step by step based on some of the things that I've seen in the comments. Because if you think about it, you have, like, defensively, we have the advantage. If you start out on defense, like if you're somebody like me that likes to kick the ball, give the ball to the other team, like to see, let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. If you're like that, you're gonna have the advantage in the regards like this. Like, this is what's going to happen, right? You're gonna be able to have the opportunity to stop. You're gonna be able to stop your opponent from doing stuff like this, from getting that animation, from letting his X get completely orange, bro, and ready to dominate you. You see what I'm saying? From the get-go, because you're not going to be giving up those plays to start, so you're not going to have anything to worry about, all right? And like I said, I pointed it out, and I stopped it right here for a couple reasons, right? Number one, the quarterback. The quarterback is going to have to be able to make throws. A lot of people are not realizing that they have, like, who are the bum quarterbacks? There's a lot of, like, Kirk Cousins. Like, bro, you Viking fans, go crazy on me, it don't matter. Like, there's certain bums in the game that you're not going to be able to just make certain throws every single time. You won't be able to do that. So you got to have a decent quarterback that's able to make those plays. That's ultimately what has to happen. Okay? So moving forward with this, you guys are going to have to, you know, pretty much figure it out. All right, what am I doing with this? How am I supposed to make sure that this is happening? What am I supposed to do on defense to make sure that this guy's not getting 30 yards every time, picking my mom's up at 8, not being late, and dropping her off up the block? You're going to have to decide that. All right? Now, with Juju Smith-Schuster in this particular thing, I don't know, because we have to wait to see, and we're going to probably figure out a lot of this stuff with the beta. If he does not have the X lit up, if he's not fully superstar X Factor, would he still get a similar animation, but just make the ball come out? And would they make it so that he'll catch it like this? Because I really don't believe that they're going to make it so that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're going to be able to just stop this animation from happening because he has it, like, sort of in his DNA. But maybe they'll make it drop out of his hands like they would, you know, in regular Madden 19 when you always got that same animation. Maybe that's something that, you know, like DeAndre Hopkins can make certain catches that other receivers can't. And even though we might complain about it and it looks fake, DeAndre Hopkins actually did it. He made some unbelievable catches last season. And he's been a great wide receiver for a long time. Maybe that's what they're doing. So as we get more, you know, video evidence of what's going on, as we get more things as the game starts to roll out, we can kind of determine, all right, what are we doing with this? Is this something that's going to really change the game? Is this something that is very, very unique to what made you upset and not make you want to pick up Madden 20? Because a lot of people, they're like, yo, Gmia, unless you tell me something that's, you know, changing the game, I'm not gonna buy it. Now, I want all of us to get it together because I want us to suffer if it's whatever it's gonna be, or I want us to have fun if it's gonna be something else different. So I want you guys with me. Don't leave me hanging, bruh. A lot of you guys are riders. I think, personally, that this makes the game a lot better because you can't do this every time. And you can also, you know, defend it and take him out of the zone as well. Leave your feedback. Let me know what you're thinking. Are you excited for Madden 20? Leave it in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share. One love.